I incurred the wrath of the mayor before he went to jail for 7 years.
And then ran for governor again.
And then came out and got reelected. But anyway, because I said you can't fix Bridgeport. You ought to break it up like a company that has gone foul and take pieces of it and spread it out to the surrounding communities. Detroit at least has a incredible history and at least some semblance of a talent pool, so that it still has a life. And I think that they probably did the responsible thing. The reality is that when we are talking about how much unfunded liability we're facing, again, going back to your opening statement as well as mine, and that is just, for example, in Connecticut, I think, states that their unfunded liability is somewhere around $35 billion. In fact, even Ned Lamont, running for governor right now, who was the original chair of the investment committee, advisory committee when I got elected state treasurer, even Ned Lamont has said it's probably closer to $100 billion. And if, in fact, the state of Connecticut has $100 billion unfunded liability, and on top of that, the other benefits after retirement, OPAB benefits, which, as one of our senior advisors, Jim Daly, has spoken about extensively, that if that adds another $10 billion, then how do you actually fix a problem like Connecticut's when it's $110 billion? And how do you then plan for it, both in terms of its assumptions and its actuarial assumptions and whatnot? So there's a potential here, and that's what we focus on, trying to shine light on this problem. There's a potential here that this crisis is far greater than anybody is talking about. Now, I will tell you that it's almost never written about in the state of Connecticut. It's beginning to get written about, but it's almost never written about. It's fantastic that we have representatives of the media here today, because the more light we can shine on this and the more truth and honesty and transparency we can shine on this, the better able we'll be able to make sincere, tough, but also good policy decisions to fix this problem going forward.
One thing that I think matters is, and I'm not going to get into the questions about accounting for how big the underfunding is. Let's just say it's a lot of money no matter how you slice it. I think that the best way to deal with it in most cases is to recognize it's a big debt, that it is unfair to, after people have worked for you for a lifetime and retired, to cut their pension. So I think in the end of the day, unfortunately, it comes back to the taxpayers. But that doesn't mean that it can't be paid off over a long period of time. And from my perspective, that's what we're going to end up doing. We may say otherwise. Politicians may not want to say that the debt is $100 billion. They may want to say that it's $30 billion. And personally, I care less what they say than that $5 billion a year goes into the fund, so that over the next 20 years, it's paid.
Well, and I just wanted to interject here.